any state are broken, a duly authorized organization swings into action. It may be called the state police, state troopers, militia, the rangers, or the highway patrol. These are the stories of the men whose training, skill, and courage have enforced and preserved our state laws. In their never-ending war to escape law enforcement agencies, criminals are constantly devising new weapons. The weapon of the Burke brothers was speed, an automobile on which they had lavished thousands of dollars and a great deal of mechanical skill. Early one spring morning on a back road in the town of Midvale, the car was put through its final testing.
How fast you go?
I floorboarded her. I hit 130.
Good boy. There's no police patrol car that'll even come near her. How'd she handle?
Braked smooth, cornered easy, no drift or slide. I can handle her at any speed.
You did better than I figured on, Tommy. When I gave you the dough to build a hot rod, I didn't expect anything like this, baby.
While you were in the penitentiary, Harry, I was learning about motors. What you know about stick-ups, I know about superchargers.
You're getting a little jumpy, aren't you?
Tell you I'm okay.
Good. Because there's nothing to worry about. Nothing at all.
Then why'd you need a car that would do 130?
My younger brother knows about cars. Why shouldn't I make something of it? Just means that if we get chased, we still get away. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's go over it again. We head out Route 10 to the restaurant. You park around the outside. Keep the motor running while I go in. Figure on a big take, because today they cash factory payroll checks. When I come out, we take off. Okay? Now, you're not chicken, are you?
I'm not chicken about anything.
Okay, then. Let's go.
Keep her warm. Just make it fast, huh?
How you feeling now? Better. Now you sound like family. Better slow down. There's a cop. I thought I told you to slow down. All right, all right. What'll I do now? Lose him.
On Route 40, a black convertible hot rod going north. License 016-977. Intercept as soon as possible. Estimated speed of vehicle, 120 miles an hour.
Nice driving. You lost him. Let's head home.
You sure made that police car look like it was standing still.
Yep, you can handle her, all right.
When that engine opened up, I was on top of the world.
Well, a couple of more jobs like this, and you'll have a real racing car in front of you. Give me the screwdriver, and I'll take off those phony plates.
How much do we make?
I'll check in the house. It was plenty. We got ourselves a good thing, kid.
Several days later, the head of the Highway Patrol was on a routine inspection tour of district offices. Among the cases under discussion was the robbery of the Route 10 diner.
$20,000. It's a pretty good take for a place this size. Any way we can trace the bills?
Not much. The insurance company has a record of some of the larger bills. We followed through on that. But it seems like most of the take was in smaller denominations. The restaurant cashes payroll checks, and it was payday at this parts plant up the highway.
How come nobody spotted the getaway car?
Got away too fast. People in the diner said all they heard was a loud roar, and that was it. So we had them check the mug shots, but there was nothing on that.
That's where it stands as of now.
Well, we're not sure. There was another case that same afternoon that may tie in with it.
All right, tell me about it. What?
Well, about a half hour later, on Route 40, which intersects with 10, one of our officers on patrol was going to stop a black hot rod convertible for exceeding the speed limit. The convertible opened up and left our officer sitting there like a duck. Got away over the back roads.
What about the license plates?
Complete rundown showed the license plate was stolen. It belonged to the owner of a rest home. He's got a 10-year-old limousine that couldn't make half the speed of the car we're after.
Wait a minute. Did the officer mention anything unusual, like a motor sound?
Yeah, it made the same kind of a howl or roar that the people in the restaurant heard.
Supercharger. Check all the auto parts dealers within a 100-mile radius. Find out who bought superchargers lately. These characters got away with this too easy. They'll try it again.
Right.
Where'd you steal those plates?
The parking lot at the Chelsea office building. The guy won't miss until tonight at least.
You sure they won't be watching for us?
How long do I have to hold your hand? You talked big after the last job. Now you're wobbly again.
I like racing this rod. That's all I like.
There's nothing to worry about. The police don't know what they're looking for. And even if they did, with you driving, they couldn't catch it anyway.
You're not just whistling.
Okay, then. Come on, let's get rich.
Matthews. Where? Let me have the address. Thanks very much. We'll be right there. Another restaurant robbery. Let's go.
Earl Davis.
We're Highway Patrol. Do you own this place?
That's right. First time I was ever robbed.
What happened?
I was alone in there. It was quiet, and I let my waitress go on an errand. Then this guy walks in. He has a handkerchief over his face. He pulls a gun. I've never looked at a gun from that angle before.
This fellow with the gun, what was he built like?
Medium build.
How old do you think he was?
I don't know. Not too young, I could tell by his voice. He tells me he wants my money. Naturally, I gave it to him. All of it. I wasn't going to get killed, especially since I have insurance.
How much money did you give him?
A little over $17,000.
Is that a lot of money for a place like this?
Today's payday at the Ferguson plant. I cash payroll checks. All the places around here do. It's good for business.
What happened after you gave him the money?
He told me not to follow him or he'd kill me. Then he ran out. I called you as soon as I could.
Did you see a car outside?
No. No, I didn't see any car.
Did you hear a car?
Yeah, come to think of it, I did.
Anything unusual?
It made a roar, extra powerful, like a racing car. Oh, it sounded like it could really go.
Make some time along here.
Watch it!
The patrol completed the preliminary questioning of Earl Davis, the restaurant proprietor, and requested that he visit headquarters to view photos of possible suspects. While there, the APB concerning the hit-run incident was heard.
His wife. Ambulance just took her away. Doctor said death was instantaneous.
Did you get a description of the car?
No, he hasn't been able to talk yet. All I got's his name, Drake.
Okay, thanks. I'll try. Might help you to do a little talking. If you want to cry, you go right ahead and cry, too.
Lucy and me, we've been married for 30 years. He was going so fast, she didn't know what to do. I called her. She started across the road, but he hit her just the same.
What kind of a car was it, Mr. Drake?
It was a little black, fancy roadster.
Did you happen to get a look at the driver?
There were two men in the car. That's all I could tell. They didn't slow down much. The motor made a loud roar.
Did you see the license plate?
No, I didn't see them.
Would you recognize the car if you saw it again?
No, it was just a little black car. That's all I could see.
All right, thanks very much. He said it was a black hot rod.
That's the same kind of hot rod ran away from me after that last robbery.
Let's see what we got. 2 armed robberies. Now a hit and run. Black hot rod involved in every one of them. Put it on the air.
All right.
An emergency APB was immediately broadcast for any unconventionally powered black convertible. By the time Matthews and Dorsey reached headquarters, several vehicles had been stopped and examined. They were found to be powered with stock engines and to be free of the damage a hit-run would have caused. They were all released.
Look at this. All these black hot rod convertibles picked up. No luck.
It's going to be payday at a dozen factories in Roscoe Valley tomorrow.
Assign all available units to check markets and restaurants in that particular area that might have a lot of cash on hand.
Well, even if we spot the rod, we're going to be darn lucky if we can catch it.
Over to the map. Let's see what we can do about it. first one took place right here on 10, right? The second one was right up here. This was on Mill Road. Now, both times, they took off and headed right back to Millvale, which is over here. So we've got to figure the people we're looking for live someplace in the Midvale area. Now, if there's a robbery committed tomorrow in the Roscoe Valley...
They'll probably try to get back to Midvale as soon as they can. All the big valley plants right along the river.
That's right. Now, these are the only roads out of the valley to Midvale. A, B, C, D, E. If a robbery occurs in the valley tomorrow, we'll block off the 3 nearest roads. We'll nullify their speed by being there ahead of them.
Oh, you got it. Looks real good. Right back to normal.
That woman, she back to normal, too?
No, that stupid dame. She got what she deserved, standing out in the road.
She looked so scared.
Now, this isn't the first person you've seen hit by a car.
You don't get me, Harry. Can't blame you. I'm just beginning to understand myself.
What are you talking about?
I'm pretty tough when it comes to jockeying a rod. But I don't get the kicks I figured on from pulling stick-ups. For sure. I don't like hitting old women.
Oh, forget it. How's the engine?
She'll do anything I tell her to.
Meaning what?
Meaning, maybe I don't think we ought to pull any more jobs.
Listen, Tom, I gave you the dough to build this, and I'll decide when we quit. Maybe we do just one more job, but I'm the guy that says so. Now, you get any more ideas, and I'll smash this thing to pieces.
Where's that dope you wanted on anyone who recently bought superchargers?
Better than a dozen. Let's save some time. Check the Hot Rod organization. Who runs it, do you know?
A fellow by the name of Bert Case.
Ask him to come in, bring all of his records with him. Thanks.
Bert, I'd like you to meet Dan Matthews, head of the Highway Patrol. Bert Case.
Happy to know you, Mr. Matthews.
I'm very happy to know you.
Thanks.
Please sit down. We've heard about all the good work you've done with hot rod clubs, and right now we need your help.
Well, what can I do for you?
Well, we're investigating 2 robberies and a hit and run. Involved in all of them happens to be a black convertible.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't any of the fellows in our club.
I've heard nothing but good things about your club, but...
It's the best club in the state. First-rate mechanics, every one of them.
Well, this I know, but you might have a rotten egg there. If you have, we'd like to find him.
So would I.
Well, let's figure it this way. We'll go along on the theory that anybody has a hopped-up job like this would like to belong to a hot rod club so we could have a little competition. Oh, have you got a list of all the members with you?
Yeah, right here.
May I have them, please? Thank you. How many black convertibles have you got?
About half a dozen. They're listed. Names, addresses, car descriptions.
Where's that list of supercharged buyers I've got? Oh, here it is. Let me see now. We've got something to work on here. 3 black convertibles with new superchargers. Owned by Ben Atta, Herman Furia, and Tom Burke.
313 reporting in pursuit of black convertible hot rod. Heading west on Route 20 toward Midvale. Estimated speed of vehicle, 120 miles an hour.
Units in zones 3, 4, and 5. Black convertible on Route 20 heading toward Midvale. Block 12, 18, 5, and 20 as previously instructed. 10-4?
10-4.
Let's take a look at his car. It's a cinch Addis not out in Route 20. Fury is in the clear. That leaves Burke. Let's get to his house. Come on.
You got rid of him. Turn off the next side road. No good. We passed the last turnoff before Midvale. That highway patrol car called ahead. The road will be blocked. How about turning back? Nah, that only gets us trapped out in the valley. There's only one way to do it. I don't want to shoot it out with anyone, Harry. I'd rather give up. You can't give up. Not with me in the car. And just remember that. Maybe we outran him. Maybe. How do they form a roadblock? Oh, they're all kinds. Depends how much time they got and what they got available. Usually it's just a couple of cars stretched across the road. Hang on. What for? I haven't been driving in stock races for nothing. I'll try and go round them.
Reporting black hot rod just jumped the roadblock on Route 20, headed toward Midvale Junction.
All available units. Continue pursuit of black convertible, headed toward Midvale Junction. We'll go to the house of Tom Burke at 9857 Brockton Street. 10-4?
10-4. I killed a woman and jumped a roadblock. Does that pay you back for the dough you put under the hood? Okay, you win the silver cup, but we're through around here. You can't make me sore. What's next?
We head home. I'll pick up the dough. We'll ditch the car someplace and hop a bus out of town.
I'm going in and get the dough. You turn the car around.
Don't shoot.
Get up! Put your hands on top of your head.
We'll need an ambulance and probably a coroner for this.
All right, I'll call in.
Harry's dead. Should have been me. I killed somebody driving that car. He never killed anyone.
You both handle deadly weapons. You both handle them wrong. Well, let's go. See the Highway Patrol in action again next week. Until then, remember, leave your blood at the Red Cross, not on the highway. This is Broderick Crawford saying, see you next week.